I've had a very positive experience with Matt Gaetz, so I can't imagine not supporting Matt Gaetz based on everything I know about him.
It would be funny if it wasn't so serious. Today, the House Ethics Committee said they would not release a report on Gaetz's alleged sexual escapades with young women. We don't necessarily need an ethics report to know the real Matt Gaetz. We don't need Democrats or the media. We have Republicans, big-name Republicans, to tell us.
He has a reputation on the floor of the House for having shown pictures of his conquest to his fellow members.
We had all seen the videos he was showing on the House floor that all of us had walked away of the girls that he had slept with. He'd brag about how he would crush ED medicine and chase it with an energy drink so he could go all night.
I'll give you the truth why I'm not Speaker. It's because one person, a member of Congress, wanted me to stop an ethics complaint because he slept with a 17-year-old.
Let's bring in now the senior pastor of Godspeak Calvary Chapel, Southern California Pastor Rob McCoy. The LA Times called him a California MAGA pastor. Nice play on words there. Pastor, it's good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we at the point now that the character of our politicians don't matter anymore?
It sure does. But one of the things that baffles me, especially seeing Kevin McCarthy out there impugning the reputation of another Congress member when he has his own issues to deal with, but that's kept secret. And we're going to release, what, $10,000 in hush payments of Matt Gaetz, but forget about the other $18.2 million and the Epstein files and everything else. Let's just put it into the sunlight and let's see all those guys scurry. You turn a light on in a barn at night, the rats scurry and the birds sing. All those guys, Karl Rove, every one of them, they got issues as well. We're looking at Matt Gaetz, who faced lawfare. No one is better equipped to deal with the lawfare of the DOJ than Matt Gaetz. That guy is prepared to do it. He's suffered from it.
There's a lot here, and I certainly don't ever play a lawyer on television. I don't ever play a pastor on television either. But does the Bible say that we should judge everybody by the lowest common denominator? Is nobody held to a higher standard? Are Republicans not saying we're coming in to clean house, therefore we're going to bring in people who are beyond reproach?
Well, then there wouldn't be anybody in the House or the Senate. So
really?
Your point is, absolutely. I mean, everybody's got their issues. You don't have any? You're clean as a whistle? Everybody's got their issues.
I'm not asking to be the chief law enforcement officer in America.
I understand that, but we're missing the good because we expect the perfect. No one will sit in that seat who's perfect. Merrick Garland, I mean, you go after a 70-plus-year-old man with lawfare, FBI raid on his home. You have the Lafayette BLM riots, insurrection.
I understand the whataboutism. I get that. We've covered what Merrick Garland did and why it was wrong. But I get this is the different question, though. Aren't you explaining?
You're wanting moral piety.
No, I don't want moral piety. I just don't want somebody who has Venmo payments to young women saying, "Be awesome, being my friend, enjoy!" exclamation point. I'm pretty sure that if a wife came to you and said, "My husband sent these Venmo payments to a young woman," and the husband said, "Well, Pastor, I deny all wrongdoing," even in a marriage, people should expect more, much less, again, the top law enforcement officer in America.
I absolutely agree, and that's between Matt and his wife. And the investigation itself, they haven't moved forward with any charges filed. So right now, it's speculation. You want to impugn a man's character. That's between him and his wife at this point, and all the rest is speculation.
I'll give you the last word on this. Are we talking about the wrong thing? Should we note, or maybe this is the point, that to most of Donald Trump's supporters, it doesn't matter, and his cabinet picks don't matter. They just want Donald Trump to be the wrecking ball.
Yeah, I think Mr. Will pointed out correctly. It was a constituency. You know, he said you can't change government, and that comes from a man who calls balls and strikes from the political arena and also from career politicians. But you're dealing with folks that are entrepreneurs, and they look at a problem and they look for ways to fix it, just like the ice rink in Manhattan. Trump fixed it. He can do that, and the American people want that, and they want a reduction in government. And they don't want to pick fly poop out of pepper by the moral piety of the press that all of a sudden has become moral when they've overlooked all the other misery, and they see someone who's affected by lawfare and they want someone to fix it. Matt Gaetz will do it.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.